Okay, so this is something I have to address. Uh, I saw this in a Facebook comment, and this it has to be addressed because there's some fools out there, and I'm gonna tell you why. All right, so I don't even know where to start. You know what? I'll just start it like this. If you have a podcast, right, and you inviting just anybody and everybody to be a co-host, you are a damn fool. You know why? Because you don't even check how their audio quality is. They could be using a cheap phone as a mic. They could be using a cheap condenser mic that sounds terrible. They could be recording from an area that has a lot of noise, and you don't ask any of that, but you want them to come and host on your show, and a different host every week at that. You a fool, a damn fool, because your podcast is going to sound terrible because you don't know your end maybe sound good, but their end you don't even know it. You don't even check. You just go and invite people. You a damn fool for real. But anyway, um, that's just like saying, yeah, I got a nice house. I bought this house for 100 and no, let's just say I bought this house for $100,000. Real nice house is worth $300,000, and it's dead smack in the middle of a swamp. You you're concerned about your house, which your podcast, but you don't care about what's around it. You don't know that that swamp is going to destroy your house. Eventually, your house is not going to be very good, the foundation or anything in a swamp area. You failing to recognize that what's around you affects you. So, and relating this to podcasting, if you have a podcasting show and you have good audio, everything is great, and you invite people who suck. I mean, their audio is terrible. They sound like crap. You hear nothing but noise in the background every time they come on your show. Now your show sucks because your podcast is only as good as the audio quality of your guest also. So if they have bad audio, guess what? Your show is going to have bad audio. And maybe you don't give a damn. And that's fine. And that's what makes you and I different. My quality is just fine. The people who come on my show, if they have fairly halfway decent quality, we good. I can fix that. But if you just inviting people on your show all willy-nilly, your podcast is gonna suck, which it probably does anyway, but no disrespect. But yeah, you might wanna vet the people that come on your podcast. So I want everybody to, take that into consideration before you start going around saying, "Okay, I need a host." I don't understand how when people ask for a host for their podcast and they just put it out there on a Facebook group. It's kind of like saying going out to the bar and saying, "I need a husband." I need holding up a sign saying, "I need a husband. Can somebody marry me?" Not knowing who the person is. They could be a child molester. They could be a sexual offender. They could be a murderer. But you just soliciting for a husband. And it's the same thing with a podcast host. I need a podcast host. I don't care what your audio sounds like. I just need a podcast host. Y'all need to be careful. Vet who you bring on your show. Vet who you go into a business with. It's like going into a business partnership with somebody you don't know. Are you really going to go into business with somebody you don't know? Don't you want to know what type of business dealings that they had in the past? Are they honest? If you want to know that, then you should have that same type of inquiries about people who come on your show and be a host. You want somebody that you don't know to come on your show and be a host. Not knowing if they're responsible or not. They could be people that not even responsible. Say, I'm gonna come on the show or be late or just don't come at all. But you going You gonna have somebody. You just gonna solicitate for guests to be for a host to be on your show, a co-host that you don't know. Bye. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm out, man. Y'all crazy, man. I'm out of here.